Hello YouTube, this is Everyday American, and I'm here to review a Channellock Screwdriver. As you can see, it's made in the United States. It feels really nice in the hand. I'll zoom in on that. I thought it would be a little silly to just show you guys this. So I'm going to test it out on these 12 screws I put in this piece of wood. It's kind of a little workout for it. Some of the screws I put them in with my DeWalt drill, sadly not made in America, and they stripped out a little bit, so we'll see how this can handle it. These were 2-inch long screws. Biting into it a little bit though. Metallurgy of the screw is not as nice as the screwdriver. This one over here. To be fair to the screwdriver, it feels really good in the hand. Either holding it like this, or holding it a little more like sideways turning grip. These were 2-inch long screws. Some of the ones that got more stripped out by the drill are sunk further in there. See, there we go, I got that one out. Let's try this. Incidentally, the screws were Chinese made. This driver is 100% made in the USA. They make them in Pennsylvania at their factory. It's a newer product offering. Was getting that one and started to strip it out. Bring this into focus a little. The tip itself looks good. Yeah, try again. I might need to pull out the drill to help these out a little bit because they were in deep. A little overly ambitious on my part. See if a slightly larger screwdriver can get them. This is my Channellock 6-in-1. Eventually I'm going to get to a review on this. So that's for now. I need it for the P2 head. These screws, they kind of were in a range between P1 and P2. You can see that. That driver was pulling that one out. And there you have it, guest appearance of the Channellock 6-in-1. Also an excellent product. It will be reviewed eventually. We'll go back to the screwdriver at hand and see if we can get a few of these out. Scooped out. Pretty far gone. Cheat. Help it out with this one. See, those three, they were helped out if we can get the... Nah, they've gotten to the point where they're too stripped out by the larger drivers. Well, I'll call it a day for trying to get those things out. It's not to say this was a bad screwdriver. It's a P1. Most screw heads are either P2s or P3s. I tried to get some demo screws that had a smaller head size. If you look at this one, you can see it's a little bit stripped out. But I'll conclude this review by saying the driver itself is very comfortable to use. Feels well made. It's nice and heavy. You could definitely strike that nice rounded end with a hammer if you had to. The shaft is like coated in more of a nickel alloy coating, whereas the tip looks more like a flat, like kind of parkerized finish. And I'd say overall it did well. It's more on my part for having screws that were A, kind of cheap, and B, not exactly the perfect fit to the driver. I would definitely recommend this. So. Good, made in USA product for everyday use on those smaller screws that you won't see as much, as evidenced by the larger screws you will see more often. Thank you for listening.